Ayman Khan here for Seconds Out with Super Dan Azeez. Dan, it's good to see you getting back in the ring. How are you feeling ahead of this weekend?
I'm feeling superb. I'm happy, I'm grateful, and yeah, I'm very, I eagerly anticipate Saturday. I'm looking forward to it.
I just heard you there when you had the little conversation with Lewie Edmondson and Savage Dan, and you said there, look, he's a good opponent as well. Don't take the credit away from me too. Like, he had a good record as well. You feel like you needed to just put that little statement out there?
Because you can't just say, oh, he only beat me because I've said that I'm rubbish. Yeah, but he was a good amateur. He's done his thing. He got the win, so don't take the credit away from him. And I think that mentality as well, I need to go into the ring like that as well, respecting and knowing that he's capable of performing. So, like I've been saying, it puts that fire in me. Like, I need to be switched on. Have
you tracked his career since the amateur days?
Yeah, I've sparred Lewie a couple times when he turned pro. I've seen a couple of his fights. He's fought on Boxer a couple times. Yeah, like, he's doing well. He's doing all right. He might not, I don't think he's been as active, but, that's neither here or there. He's fighting Saturday, so.
How much of the fight do you feel will reflect the amateur days or the sparring that you've done since?
I don't know. I don't think, not a lot, because we sparred before, and he ain't that same guy. He was more boyish them times, more about tippy-tappy. When I've sparred him as a pro, he knows that this is the hurt business. He sits and he's more spiteful. So, yeah, it's just that psychological element, like, I've beat you before, I'm going to beat you again. So that might give him a little bit of a, boost in confidence for himself. But I think fight-wise, it's neither here or there.
I haven't had the opportunity to speak to you since you had the fight out at Crystal Palace Stadium against Sepp. Just from your point of view, do you feel that was the full reflection of yourself in the ring on that night?
Yeah, it was. It was a full reflection of me on that night. But it's Saturday now, so let's see the full reflection of me this fight. So yeah, I have no excuses. The result's the result. Credit to Sepp, but I got Lewie Edmondson to worry about, and we need to make sure we get it right.
You get the victory over Edmondson this weekend as you plan to do. Where does that put you in the equation of the fights that you want further down the line? It opens a lot of doors. There's a lot of possibilities of fighting people here, overseas and stuff. But again, I need to get it right Saturday, and that's what I fully focused on doing. And let me get your thoughts on the light heavyweight division. We've had a lot of fallout since Beterbiev versus Bivol. Did the right man win on your scorecard?
I'll be honest, at the time when I was watching it, I thought Bivol won. But I did give Beterbiev the last 3 rounds. And, a lot of the middle rounds it's what you like. So, yeah, it could have gone either way. Me, I might have given it a draw, or maybe Bivol, but watching it again, I kind of edged towards Beterbiev. So, yeah. It's just a thing, because there's so much expectation on Beterbiev. So when someone's doing good against him, you put more emphasis on that person, and you did kind of forget about what actual Beterbiev is doing, and because you expect so much of him. So I think that's what's happened. But yeah, I think it was a close fight, and I'd like to see the rematch.
A lot of claims that it was a robbery.
No, I don't think it was a robbery. Anything that's close can never be a robbery. Remember, once it goes into the judge's hands, it's all up to opinion. Like, every time I fight, once it goes to the judge, even if I feel 100% I've won, I let the judges judge. I didn't let these be my judge. The judges are judging, and it's their opinion. It's what they like, what they see, how they interpret a fight. So, yeah.
You've been up and close with Beterbiev. Does he have the frame to go up to cruiserweight?
He has the power, yeah, for sure. Frame, I'm sure he can probably get bigger. He boxed at cruiserweight as an amateur. He was boxing the likes of Usyk and that. He done well. He was like top in the world. So, yeah, I think he could do. His power definitely puts him into that category, trust me. So, yeah.
The fallout in the light heavyweight division was Ben Whittaker. A lot of conversation as to the over-the-top rope incident. What did you see happen there? And I would never call a fighter a quitter, but fighters sometimes point the finger. How did you feel about that situation?
To be honest, I've only watched I think it was the last 3-4 rounds. And then when that incident happened, from my eye, it just looked like they both went over the ropes. So I didn't really put much attention into it, because obviously I'm getting ready for a fight. But, you're always going to get the fans saying, quitter or quick to pass judgment on someone. But I don't know. I'm not too. Look, just the other day, Dubois beat Anthony Joshua. How many times have they called him a quitter? Twice, against Joyce and against Usyk. And now look at him. Everyone, he's like the next best. Like, do you know what I mean? So this sport is the fans are very fickle. Yeah, do you know what I'm saying? Roberto Duran, he's one of my favorite fighters. I love him. Like, I love him so much. Wasn't he? No mas. Yeah. Quitter, no? Like, but I don't think, oh, look at that fight. He's my favorite fighter. So it's just all about whether, Ben can just, forget about that, get on and fight again, and people forget about it. That's boxing. And especially someone who's got so many followers, a lot of people dislike him. You're going to get that. As long as he can handle that, he'll be fine, man.
Is Ben on your radar?
No, Lewie is.
Have you sparred Ben before?
Yeah, I have, I sparred him at the EIS when he was an amateur. I think I might have only had 2 fights by then as a pro, or I might have even still been amateur. I can't remember. But yeah, I sparred him. I did like 3 rounds with him or something like that. And he was very good. I thought he was quite talented. I thought he was strong. Combination puncher. He was good.
Was it a surprise for you for how the fight was maybe going? People were saying Liam Cameron was in the ascendancy in that fight. Did you see it that way?
I thought he won the earlier rounds, but I did see Liam getting into it. And it's a shame that he wasn't able to show what maybe he possibly could have done. But hopefully they can get the rematch and then we'll see.
That's a couple of things. I know I saw you and AY embracing there. Good to see the return of Anthony Yard in the ring, getting back to what he does best.
Yeah, no, listen, we all used to train in this same Peacocks years ago, for years. So it's good to finally have him, sharing the same card and, seeing him Tunde. So, yeah, for sure.
You mentioned there about Dubois versus AJ, talking about the rematch between the two. Is one you want to see? What do you think of Dubois' big win over AJ?
I thought it was, lovely. I'm always an underdog kind of guy. I like the underdog to win. I'd like to see a rematch. I'd like to see what adjustments AJ can make and see if Dubois has got more confidence from his performance and maybe even does even quicker demolition job. So it'll be good to see.
Last thing, what happens this weekend?
Last thing.
This is the last thing. This is the last thing. What happens in your fight with Lewie Edmondson this weekend?
Dan Azeez win, 2-time British champion. Come on.
Dan, looking forward to it. Gentlemen, thank you for your seconds out.